Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dale Brisby. It's Rodeo Time with Dale Brisby. Got some friends, some posse members here. Mr. Mitchell Montgomery, Randy Kateri, Donnie Daytona. Donnie, what were you about to say?
Oh, Wes was giving his girlfriend Anna crap about sleeping in. I was like,
2 days after he slept in an hour.
So then I quoted Wes. I was like, I'm like a diesel truck. I'm hard to get started, even harder to stop.
Okay, so that's the point where I lost it and fell on the ground laughing?
Yeah.
I didn't know he actually said that.
No, he didn't. He didn't
Oh,
say
okay,
that. That's
okay.
just something he would say.
That's a good one, though. I'm hard to get started and even harder to stop. We're not here to give Wes a hard time. But we only give him a hard time behind his back because we're his friends.
As you should. Any good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're his friends. Have you ever had so Mitchell, you guys do a lot of things, but one of the big things you do is you run a game ranch, like a real one.
Yeah.
Not like Uncle Frank's 200 acres where he's got a couple feeders out and
You may get a hog or that's about it.
Right. Have you ever had any sleep-ins from clients, like miss a hunt?
Clients all the time. Some guys will wake up. Some guys, you kind of feel out the situation.
Yeah.
They're paying to be there, so it's kind of like a gray area. Like, do I wake this guy up or does he want to sleep in? It's his call. He's a grown man. I guess he's choosing to sleep in this morning.
Right.
Then sometimes it's harder to get him up because of the night before.
Right.
You can only imagine,
Yeah, because you got to entertain them.
Oh, yeah. A lot of cocktails and things. But guide-wise, I've slept in one time on a client.
Dang.
How'd that go?
How'd you feel?
He's a good friend. He's a good friend of ours. It's actually now my girl I'm dating. It's her uncle, and he still gives me hell to this day about it. It was a turkey hunt, which we don't even sell or guide turkey hunts. But he wanted me to take me turkey hunting. I don't even hunt turkeys. I don't even call none of that.
Yeah.
And I rolled in there about 9 a.m. to wake him up, and I was like, "Hey, man!" And he went back to bed because he was up. The cook was like, "Hey, man, this guy was up all morning, like at 6:30, waiting on you." And I was like, oh, worst feeling in the world.
Did you hit snooze? What happened? Or you didn't?
I don't think I set my alarm on my phone.
Oh, really?
I just fell asleep there that night because I woke up, lamp was still on, and I was like, "No."
Dang.
You know that sinking feeling?
Yeah, there's no way. Hopefully it's...
But he's a good dude, and he still, to this day, every time I see him...
And he's from Alaska. So
no, he lives actually in Texas.
But where
Our family's from Alaska.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just made it up to him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still catch hell from it.
Do you have other guides that have done it?
A couple times, maybe. Yeah, it's happened. But everybody just tries to take up the slack for him, and you're going to catch hell from it no matter what.
Right.
No matter your client or all the other guides or whoever's in camp.
You ever slept in, Randy?
I can remember one time when I just moved to Stephenville and I needed a job, and Scott Akamazzo got me a job working at the Aquatred. I was like, yeah, I'll be there. He said, be there at 9:30. And I literally lived, I walked to, I just had to cross a little pasture, and I slept in, and I showed up at 10 o'clock, and the guy there was shaking his head, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm really screwing up already. But I ended up working there for 2 weeks, then I was done. So,
Donnie?
Oh, yeah. I've slept in
Talk to us. What happened?
on several occasions. Which time do you want to hear about?
He's like, I slept in this morning. Well, what do you mean?
you used to sleep in all the time. You're good now, though.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever been real late here.
No, not really.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I've slept in. But most of the time, I worked for my dad forever. So when I slept, I knew I wasn't going to. Well, yeah, but before I was 21, I worked days for him.
Yeah, so I guess it's something about the bunkhouse, because I remember Garrett Kelly Johnson was here. And usually the first couple of days that an intern, whatever, they're awake. They beat me outside. And then it's like, okay, he's a cool boss, and get a little comfortable. And it's 2 weeks in. And this is a couple weeks after a back surgery. And we're pushing bales off of the flatbed trailer because I don't have a tractor. And so
That's just ranching.
I kind of needed him that morning, 2 weeks after, or a couple weeks after a back surgery. And he comes outside. It's like 10 a.m. Like, not 7. I mean, like 10 a.m. He's like, oh, I slept hard. That was the first thing he said. No remorse, like, at all. I was like, Gary, you got to get up earlier now. We can't do that no more. But it must be something about that bunkhouse. Because it's just,
I mean,
and
I stayed there for a while.
yeah.
Never slept in.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe you're just like, you're upper level,
Yeah.
Donnie.
Just built different, man.
Donnie, do you
He's
feel
like the super puncher of
Oh yeah.
interns.
Oh yeah. The Ricky Rodeo.
Do you feel like you are like tortoise in the hare? Like Wes is like 100 miles an hour, and then he'll have a setback like that, and you're just like, every day.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady wins the race.
I don't know if Wes is running 100 miles an hour. His mouth might be moving 100 miles an hour.
Okay, we're going to stop giving Wes a hard time. We just happen to be talking about sleeping in whenever we started this. Speaking of starting this, Mitchell started this. Do you feel responsible? Do you feel like this was
That's
the
the
camera?
camera.
That's it. Yo,
For you guys
Where'd
just
y'all
listening,
find
this
that?
thing is a VHS.
This thing is huge. It weighs about 19 pounds. This
It was
is,
in his gear bag.
if you're a millennial, this is the camera that your granddad used on Christmas morning, and early 90s.
that's
We,
that shoulder mount.
Shoulder mount. We
Eye
took
piece
this
ready to roll.
to New Jersey,
Yep.
and Mitchell filmed the first Dale Brisby video. I just been living my life, going 91 bull at a time.
That was back when you were full-time Radiator Ranch. I mean, Radiator Shop. That was before the ranch.
I was still running the shop.
Yeah, still
I
had
was
the
still
shop.
running the Radiator Shop. That's why we call it Radiator Ranch. For those of you that aren't as OG as Mitchell here, you know.
Down there in is Bryan College
Yeah,
Station where we ran into each
Snook. We moved the shop around. Brian.
You had it down
Snook.
there in Bryan by across from that Furs.
Yeah, over there by that first.
Where them old people always come out on Sundays.
It's on Texas. It's
Right there. Right,
over by the Firs.
prime time
Is
location.
that by that old folks' home? No, a lot of old people come out of that Firs, though. So I told him.
That's it.
A lot of old people come out of that Firs. Do you still have, speaking of cameras, do you still have that camera?
I still have it.
The one that you filmed that? Because that was like, you were like before your time on cameras.
Yeah.
That was like really crisp.
Yeah.
Was it?
That's what I noticed.
That was before the social media
Yeah.
thing and everybody was doing videos. I was just, because I had a really good camera for what I do, hunting. I'm like psycho about video and pictures from my hunting
Yeah.
and our ranch and marketing.
Yeah.
And so when
Me and Weston were up there.
I carried that camera everywhere and everybody's always like, oh, what's this guy got?
And you were like, I want to edit some serious stuff.
And I'm not professionally trained
Not that
at
hunting's
all.
not serious.
No,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
wanted
Something
hunting
different, something funny.
different. And so yeah, you take that up there. Randy, you said that you and Ty were on your way to.
No, I wasn't with Ty. I was actually with I was with Kent Cox. Actually, we were going
Okay.
up to Duncan, Oklahoma for a bull riding, and I pulled it. It was on my phone. Someone shared it, and I started watching it, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, who is this guy?" And it cracked me up. And then Ty called me, and he's like, "Who is this Dale Brisby guy?" So we were just trying to track down who this guy was, and
Dale is
let alone
Dale,
we found
old
out.
son.
I mean, that was back when you were running with Vicky. She's
Yeah.
killing them cereal.
Yeah, she was a serial killer.
Yeah. Taking up rows, 3, 4, and 5 at every rodeo.
Yeah. Yeah, she would go to the rodeos, and
She's
she'd be in seat 16, 17, and 18. Took 3 tickets.
that was when you had the mustache, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
a serial killer. She'd kill a box of Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes.
Mm.
Yeah. I just had
That's my
just a
kinda girl.
mustache. Yeah, she's a big one.
Could you not grow a beard back then?
You know, I just didn't want to, Donnie.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Beards weren't in then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, they weren't. If you look, I mean, Weston.
He
That
was
joker
a, he was a
in
pup,
that
a
video
pup, a
looked
pup.
like he was about 9 years old. Did he have a mustache?
No,
No, he didn't have
he had.
anything.
I think that's the
Little
first
scruff.
scruff he's ever grown in his life.
Yeah.
Was what he had in that video.
I gotta find that cap.
I have mine still.
That cap is, it's somewhere. I think it's in that back room at the house, the prop room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that cap.
It's gonna go in the shadow box and glass
Right.
case. You know, when you Show the grandkids.
God,
This is where it all started.
I didn't even know he was going to put
Woodstown.
it. That's the deal. That's,
Oh yeah,
I didn't.
that's the biggest.
He sent
kicker of
me
it all.
the YouTube
link,
link.
and it was on a Dale Brisby Rodeo Time. I made the account on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I put it all on there, and I didn't.
Slide
I
and
didn't
ride,
say
I think was the password at the time.
Yeah, I didn't say a word. I posted it, and I remember posting it, and I put on the notifications where it tell me, once it got to what, and I kind of watched it, and I guess guys like Randy and everybody started sharing it because I didn't post it to Facebook or any of that. I just put it on YouTube, and it was a brand new account, no other videos, no other views.
Yeah.
And I started watching on my own without him not ever knowing. Just okay, that's 50 views, 200 views.
Yeah.
1,000 views.
Well, and it didn't go like viral in today. There weren't as many people on the internet.
I would say in that time it went viral, especially in this industry.
Yeah.
I mean, it went everywhere. It was.
But I'm saying if you think about 2013 compared to today, as far as like the number of views everything gets, how much time people spend on their phones, it was a lot of views back then, but there wasn't as many people on the internet in the Western industry. There was nobody on the internet in the Western industry. And I just been living my life, you guys, okay? Like, I'm Dale Brisby, and somebody finally turned on the camera. And that's why he gets free Dale merch for life.
Well, yeah.
I think
Dale.
he needs a little more than just
Free
merch.
Hey, I'm never gonna run out of bags. I know that.
Yeah, I give him free sunglasses. I don't even really like sell them online anymore, but I have about 5 pair in there waiting. Literally, they're waiting for Mitch to need them.
Yeah. Run through them quite a bit.
We need to figure out some other way to bring some sort of value to Mitch. You were gonna start y'all were working on, I don't know if it's top secret. If it is, we can edit it out.
It's still in works. Still in works.
Well, that's
been a long process as well. That's a whole other.
I imagine. Yeah, Dale can help there.
Yeah, Dale's gonna be the face of that once it.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what this
Oh,
Yeah,
Mitch is like, you don't know it, but you're already the mascot.
Yeah, you don't know it, but you're already leading that. You're gonna lead that campaign, marketing campaign.
So did you think that it was just gonna take off like
no,
it did?
man, this is
Like-
no, not at all.
It's pretty
Did
crazy.
you think
now.
I'd be sitting here years later on a podcast that he's running? No, absolutely not. With like thousands of dollars of cameras and equipment and lights and a whole set, and you got coffee mugs, you got hats, t-shirts, sunglasses, belt buckles. What else we got? You got your own freaking steaks that I can buy online. Brisby beef. What else we got?
If you'd asked me 10 years ago if I thought my face would be on a T-shirt, I'd have told you yes.
See, and he's had that attitude since
saw it coming.
since before
I
he was
think
ever on a
that
T-shirt.
attitude you have is what's carried you this far. I mean,
He's just humble.
yeah.
That's what he always said. Just humble.
Humble and hungry.
Hey, speaking of, you've started, you're like Mr. Workout.
I hate that you bring this up right now because I'm
Why?
so anti-tell. You're the only person I Snapchat about it besides like 2 other people.
Dude, it does, get me, too. I don't Snapchat in here anymore.
Have you ever seen me post anywhere on any of my stuff about it?
No, but you don't post very often anyway.
But if y'all want to follow me, MONT on Instagram, I'm trying to get my followers up.
Yeah.
I'm right there,
I
like
don't know.
7,500. If I can hit 10K, that'd be cool.
Then you
I
can do
think-
When do they
slides.
monetize that where I can make money? How do
I'm
see now? I need you to help me.
Well, as of right now, I've edited out you giving your Instagram handle. That's like a paid spot.
Yeah. So
If
so like me saying at MONT, that's gonna get edited out.
Yeah, it's gonna be like,
Okay.
if I could get like a check, then I'll take it off. So we'll just. talk
You're
about that.
asking for money from this guy?
It's a joke, Randy.
Well, it wasn't very funny.
We don't need to practice, Randy. That's the joke.
Yeah, that's not funny either.
Anyway,
But yeah, since you brought it up, just changed lifestyle. Just wanted to be healthier.
what about the food that you eat? Because today, I was on my way home, and I was like, "What you want to eat?" And you said a pound of brisket, no sides.
Gains.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually doing that
Focusy.
all meat thing right now.
What's
real?
that called? Is there a name for it?
Carnivore.
carnivore.
Oh, Joe Rogan did that.
Yeah.
It's a real. Is that what they
It's
call
a
it?
real thing.
Okay.
And I hate that you bringing this up right now.
Dude,
I'm pissed right
interested.
now. No, I'm pissed. Yeah, I talked to you about this in private around the corner, but right now, but whatever, let's roll with
There's
it.
only gonna be like 180,000 people.
Yeah.
listening to this.
I'm the one that
trying.
asked.
I'm trying it out. I'm
I'm
trying
the
it
one
out.
that asked. We've been hanging out for like 4 hours now. You hadn't brought it up.
It's
I mean-
meat. It's animal product meat only, basically. So like meat and eggs. So you and
The
it's not
opposite of
You
vegan.
want to majority of your diet. You want to eat grass-fed beef,
Hey, so
which you have.
speaking. No, man, we fed them corn.
Hashtag Brisby beef.
Dude, I feed mine corn. If y'all want to be grass fed,
Well, how much?
that's
See,
fine.
it's 30% though to be grass-fed beef, and I think USDA they regulate it as you gotta have a 30% grass diet.
okay. So what percentage would it be if all they got was corn?
There'd be a white-tailed deer on Montgomery Properties Ranch.
Because these got no grass. Like, I mean, like
Grain fed.
dude,
Grain fed cow.
like FDA said it was healthy.
They got the
for
GMO.
last-
They got all of it in there.
Dude, I don't know. I'm not gonna argue with other people. Like, I respect it. I like corn-fed beef personally, so that's what I fed them. I'm seriously not against. I mean, I got friends that raise grass-fed. God, it just tastes so good when you put that corn in there.
I love
I'm
that
saying.
corn.
So, dang, now you got me thinking. I'm gonna thaw out some steaks. Can I send some home with you? Or no, it's got to be grass-fed.
No, I'll eat it. Steaks.
Okay.
I said just they try to tell they say try and eat mostly grass-fed.
It's gonna have more fat in it.
yeah,
mine.
fat's fine.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. That's what I want to eat, so that's what I'm gonna feed. What was I was gonna ask you something, and then I'm distracted because all I can picture is just a raw ribeye.
You're talking about working out.
Yeah, I work out. Donnie works out. You work out in the mornings too. He's on that morning workout. Mitch is.
Yeah.
Early.
Into the
4
microphone, Donnie.
o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Don't you go to like? The gym
I
at
gotta
4?
be up at 4 to be there, but like we start at 5.
Dude, I love people that don't post about them working out. But that's
I've never talked about it. It's like I'm very
because then
like
you're
only
like,
close friends I ever talked to this about. Everybody asks me if people ask me like, "Oh, you looking good." I'll just say I just try to live healthier right now. I don't
Then-
tell them what I'm doing, what I'm eating, nothing. I just hate talking about it.
then you know you're doing it for you.
Yeah,
not
that's why I'm
you,
doing it.
Nobody else.
But here we are. I'm telling the world. So
I like to post about it, like in here.
Oh, we know.
Like
Yeah.
I give advice, but like, so I Snapchatted the bench press bar, and you could see behind me one side, and it's like loaded up as if I'm benching 275, and then I get up and you see the other side, and it's like a 10 and a 5, just to see who notices. It's crazy how many people don't realize that I did it on purpose as a joke. Like the amount of people that DM me and think they caught me is insane. But that's my kind of Snapchat in the morning, as far as pertaining to workouts.
mine's always, "Are you up, Dale?"
Yeah.
It's 4:30 and we're rolling.
I'm not gonna lie. By the time I step on the treadmill, I like to start with a light jog. By the time I step on the treadmill, you're already at work.
Pretty much. I usually at the office around 8:30, 9 o'clock.
But my gym is at my work. I don't know what I'm going to do in July when I start sweating. Because right now it's February. It's cold in here. So I don't sweat that much. But, Randy, what you think?
I just would like to clean up this podcast area.
Dude, this makes this fool go insane.
I know Randy, so I can tell.
We got chicken wire. We got.
Yeah. Can you want to complain about my gym?
Don't even start, Donnie. Shut up.
Complain about what?
My gym that I work at.
I
You said
mean-
my gym.
Yeah, I almost just told Randy to sack up.
If I'm not. Hey, and I told that we're done talking about that. It's
Okay.
over.
Okay.
Sorry, does that mean you're going to the gym? Randy thinks that the gym that him and Donnie go to here in town is like just.
I mean,
what's your-
I told him it's not a deal breaker, but if I'm gonna pay $80 a month, and it smells like a Chuck E. Cheese, and there's spider webs everywhere, and my hands are sticking to the machines, come on.
It's not that bad.
That sounds bad.
I want Mitch to just see it and
All right.
see what.
I'll
I
take
mean, it's not a deal breaker for me, but like, shut up.
Okay, I'll shut up. Shutting up.
So, this is podcast number 14, podcast number 13. We asked Randy to give Wes some bull riding advice, and Randy's advice was sack up. And then Randy gave Donnie a hard time about the
set
gym.
his rope and back in the truck.
And Donnie gave Randy the advice about the gym and said sack up.
Yeah, and I'm going to sack up about it.
Have you been back to the gym since?
No. It's Saturday. It's
Okay,
Sunday.
so in my defense, though, as far as the podcast area,
I think it's
we're starting.
It's
We're
homey.
getting
Okay.
after it, and
but bear with me because I hear you.
as much money as you want in the bull ride, and you can't even make it nice in here.
Heard that, little son. I do. It's a lot. I don't want to tell him how much I win in bull riding, but this is mainly for just audio.
Yeah, I
Can
know.
you at least?
But we have
give me
two.
that?
We have two cameras rolling.
That's just for the
we're
people
gonna
that.
take Dude.
That's for the people that demand it on YouTube. But this is mainly
it's not
a podcast.
that hard to make. It's really not that hard to make this thing look a little bit nicer.
Yeah,
than
can we
it
get
is.
some carpet?
Dale Brisby, the only thing he doesn't go 90 at, his podcast room.
Yeah, podcast room. Looking
Guys,
janky.
this is where we're at. Okay, like I had a guy come in here and say, like, what's it going to cost to get this framed up? Blah blah blah. You don't want to know. All right, it's almost enough money for me added to go to a bull ride. Almost, because it's got to be a lot for me to interrupt. That's about how much this was going to cost.
Yeah.
Granted, okay,
No.
I'm using my own words here. It would take one bull riding check to fix this podcast room. So, Randy, I hear you. We're going to start moving forward on getting it fixed. What's your plan of action?
I'm not saying anything anymore.
I didn't tell you
I'm
not to say
tired.
anything.
I'm tired.
Okay, this is the first time you've said something.
That's because sometimes when I tell you something, you kind of shut down on me and just get your feelings hurt.
Bull crap.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You're getting offensive.
Dude, you
didn't
said
work
I
out
used
right now.
you said I used too much saturation. I started using less saturation. Randy
all
doesn't
good.
like the way I
Gross.
edit. We're talking about editing, Donnie.
Uh-huh.
Donnie just started editing. So
And hey, Donnie showed me his timeline the other night, and it's
He
I'm
showed
gonna
you his
say
what?
it's timeline,
timeline.
and I'm gonna have to say it's better than everyone here besides me.
Really?
Well, I haven't seen Mitch's timelines, but
I haven't chopped anything up in a while.
we got ourselves sleeper here.
A sleeper who wakes up early.
Yep.
I used to like to sleep though, but then
Sorry I cut you off, but if he keeps doing this,
So, okay.
he
Well,
might
we're
need
gonna
a raise.
we're gonna talk about that when the podcast is over because
gotta
there's
know-
some things that I do need coming up content wise.
He needs, content wise, you got to have an eye for things. And just so you know, the video that was last summer, where you had the money tied on the bull, and I was here
Yeah.
for the short stint.
Yeah.
There's a cutaway shot
Yep.
of a Gatorade bottle flying through the air and landing on the
That
ground.
was this guy right here.
Just
And it
that's
was probably the coolest shot of the day.
I noticed that.
it's simple.
Where he
You gotta
throws
clean-
it and then it just goes bing. I was like, I noticed that the other day because I was watching it. I put it over.
You got to
the
have
top
that
of it.
eye because I told Randy, I was like, hey, he just threw that ball. Hold on a second. And we laid it out and
Dang.
filmed it. It's all about that B-roll.
I didn't even know that.
Cutaways, B-roll, cutaways.
that's my favorite part of it, like cutaways.
you gotta make it cool. You gotta make it
Oh
legit.
yeah, because there was a part where like DB's talking about how mean the bulls are, and he's like, I don't think they're that mean. And then
Yeah, and then-
you see JB like crack his bullwhip, and all of a sudden he turns
Yeah,
and
everyone's
runs and
running
climbs the
in the
fence. I thought that was so funny.
That was pretty funny. I don't think they're that mean. See, I need you to cut up those 20 seconds, and I'll put it and I'll post.
I mean,
it.
I'm just practicing right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well,
That's all.
Until you
he's-
give me a
my
job.
people don't
You need-
care.
yeah, he needs
it's
to
just
get-
funny.
I'm
I
gonna
think you
back
should
him
chop
up.
it
You need to.
He's ready for it.
What?
He's ready for it.
I need to what? Randy's doing a weird motion with his fingers right now as he's doing that. That's why it's bewildering me what he means.
I just give him a little extra cash.
Okay, he needs. I haven't.
He's
got-
got to pay rent around here. Wes don't.
I like this guy.
Is he a lobbyist? Did you hire yourself a lobbyist?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hey, I just calling the shots how it is.
Okay,
I
well,
mean,
here's a fact.
it's just firing me up. That
Wes, this is real talk right here. He might have done some good editing. Wes has literally airdropped me finished projects. So if you are good, that's good. But like, they're not going to do anybody any good if they're just sitting on your timeline. Okay, real talk. That's real.
I had nothing.
So let me see your phone. Let's airdrop your video. Okay, I don't even know how to
It's
get
a
it.
Samsung. It's not going to
doesn't
airdrop.
Oh.
That's probably why it hasn't airdropped any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the videos of that phone catching on fire?
No, but this thing is.
Literally, like there's videos
Stupid.
out where it's like the phone is sitting there and it catches on fire and there's a flame coming out of the middle of it. Like some guys, his phone started getting hot and they put it on the table
Mine has an app for that.
where it'll catch it on fire.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Gary Vee had a good point. He's like, they should come out. Their next phone should be called the Samsung Fire,
Yeah, I've seen that.
which I think is funny. So, Mitchell, 13. This July 1st will be 7 years since the first video. Not since we started.
No.
It's been a decade.
Oh, it's
since,
been, yeah.
since we started doing like shenanigans. 2010. It was 2010, maybe
Yep.
late 9.
When I was in your truck.
Yep, and we're gonna do that. I got an idea coming up with that. But before we get back to our roots on our shenanigans, tell me about what you see as an outsider, the Western industry, and where it's come from 2013 to 2020, and maybe how the internet has played a role in that.
As an outsider, I mean, I've seen
Rodeo and ranching.
it's just with the social media and everything. I mean, there's influencers on Instagram that are just people living on a ranch that have hundreds of thousands of followers, and they just post pictures of what they do every day on a ranch.
Yeah.
That's as far as 2013 to now. To go back 2013 wasn't any of that,
Right.
and that's mind blowing.
Yeah.
And like I see that, and I just see the growth and everything. I mean, of course, you've been a major aspect of it as a face of it. I've been, man, coming from, like I said, the very beginning, knowing them from way back and where it all started. One video on YouTube, I go all over the country. I've been all over. I don't know. I can't name the places I go. I travel a lot, and I've seen just people walk by and they're having on a Dale Brisby hat or a Rodeo Time shirt, and I'm just like.
Crazy.
I'm just like, and I usually text you or try to take a picture
Yeah.
send it to you, and I'm just like, this is just mind blowing from where it's came.
Right. Because, thinking about like just the Western industry, and when I say Western industry, I'm talking about people that own horses, people that own cows, people that ranch for a living, rodeo cowboys, anything that has to do with a horse, somebody wears a
FFA.
cowboy hat, FFA, everybody, kind of, and I think they've started to be quiet about how that lifestyle is dwindling down, because I don't think it is.
No,
It's more alive than it's ever
Yeah.
been.
And it ain't going to slow down. Chris Ledoux, and you guys have heard me say this a bunch, but like Chris Ledoux had that song, You Just Can't See Him From the Road. He's talking about cowboys and how they do still exist. You just can't see us from the road. Well, then Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube came along, and you can see us from the road.
Yep.
And everybody's like, that's pretty cool. And now
somebody not being political, but somebody needs to tell Mike Bloomberg that
About
after his farmer statement, anybody can plant a seed in the ground and be a farmer.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah.
I never heard
Oh,
him
yeah.
say that, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
well, it takes a little bit more than. Anyway,
but those guys are so
but-
out of touch with reality.
Yeah.
In that aspect, it's not even
They don't
comparable.
live in the real world.
Yeah, somebody that if he's saying something like that, I mean, it's just clearly, I don't know. Maybe
Oh.
he was using it as an analogy, and it just didn't hit home because that's not true. But regardless, the point is, I think the industry, because all my DMs are full of, how do I get started ranching? How do I get started riding bulls? How do I get started? So everybody in the industry that's posting about it is just, it's like there's more awareness to it. And anyway, we've always said for people to be interested, we have to be interesting, and what we do is pretty interesting. Just
Yeah.
we, as in the Western industry. So I think it ain't slowing down, but I just wanted to get your take since you were you've seen.
Yeah, I mean, it just goes back to everything. I think revolves around this.
Right.
I mean, this is what it puts
Did
everybody
we
in touch
we had
with.
iPhones then.
Did we have have iPhones. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
They
7
got-
years. I
I
feel like
watched the
yeah.
first video on an iPhone.
I feel like I
Yeah.
got an iPhone yesterday.
Maybe the
If
new
anybody, hey, oh my god, is Vine still up? Can you get
No,
Vine
it's down.
videos?
No, Vines. We made some Vines, didn't we?
There is some OG Dell Vines out there.
Dude,
Dang.
Vine died. You didn't know Vine died?
I know it died, but I didn't know if you could still pull them up or access them.
I did have a Vine.
There was
I couldn't do Vine.
There was a couple though.
I
loved
needed
Vine.
more than 6 seconds to establish like what was going on.
Remember that one we were in that abandoned like house in
Yeah,
New
that was
Jersey,
creepy.
like howling because
That
you had a
was
wolf
creepy.
shirt on?
Yeah.
I
am.
think
Did
you
you
said
ever see?
that-
I
you
sent
said
it
that
to you.
me.
I'm a lone
I didn't
wolf.
even know you. We'd never even met, and I'd send you videos. Because
So-
like,
I remember
remember
that.
like Lad and me, we'd all share video. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd never even met
And
you. I just
when-
send you weird
and
videos.
then I wasn't even really filming. I remember asking. I was living down in Louisiana, and I would ask you questions about cameras and stuff.
Yeah, and now I ask you about stuff about editing because I'm like, Randy's like over the top, beyond professional now, and like amazing.
I've just
remember
lived
that,
it
man.
and breathed it for the last 5 years.
Oh shucks. Randy's oh shucks.
Because
Oh,
back when
shucks.
because back when Dale was running and getting big, you were teamed up with the
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Me and old Robert Wells coming at you.
Robert
Yeah.
Wells,
He
I
got
was
Dale
gunning
got
for you.
super mad and butthurt over the whole deal.
I would
I
talk
didn't get
to
as
him.
mad as you think.
Yeah, you
y'all
were
Man,
thought I
hey,
did.
you would call me and be like, "Man, what do you think about this Robert Wells video? Call me out. Don't act like you didn't get that mad."
Okay.
You were mad.
You're like, "What should I hit him back with this, or should
and
I hit him
felt
back
so
with
bad
this?"
I never released the third video that we made.
Dude, obviously I'm competitive. You know.
I had to finally convince Robert to call you and just chill it out.
And I was like, yeah, it's cool. And then I got off the phone and was like, I'm going to tear your head off in the next video. And then y'all went silent. Y'all ghosted me.
You know?
And then you came over to the dark side.
Yeah.
You swapped sides.
Gosh, that's crazy. What the stuff. the
Randy
videos
made some
and
call out
stuff.
videos with a gentleman named Robert Wells in the garbage industry. And that's me churching up garbage industry. He was a trash man, South Louisiana. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's how Randy and I met. And then he came over and he pleaded. And I was like, okay,
Oh,
kiss
yeah.
my ring. I wasn't wearing a ring, but he kissed it anyway.
Oh my goodness.
The first time I ever made video for you, though, you gave me like a stack of shirts. Remember that?
Yeah, dude. I don't like not
You're lucky
paying
that's
somebody.
not all what he still gives you.
I was so nervous pulling into that house.
Yeah, you almost didn't come.
Yeah, I was gonna turn around and just go home because I'm super awkward first impressions most of the time, and
That was 2014, right?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was right after Clean, wasn't it?
Yeah, Clean was in May, and so it would have been that summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's right after Salinas because I had just got back from Salinas though.
Yeah. 15. I think it was 15. Anyway, Cowboy Rodeo Association of the Panhandle. The CRAP is the association that we're going to start right now.
CARP.
CRAP. Crap.
Crap.
And we're gonna call Josiah Chicho Nation Zapata and offer him a gig at our first inaugural rodeo.
So how much is it gonna pay him? 1,500 a perf?
No, it needs to be. It needs to be something funny. It needs to be a bunch or something. I don't know, or too little.
I would think too little if it's their first one.
Yeah, it's our first
Well,
one.
yeah, you got it, because
You gotta
he's
ask
a
for-
people pleaser, so you can like start super low and be like, "This is gonna be huge, man!" And we got a big production company coming out, and it's supposed to be on. We can just throw out some.
You gotta throw in some stipulations though. We're gonna need this as a favor and this too, because we can't.
Yeah, and then he's gonna have to bring Dale, and then he'll call you.
Yeah. Well, to call me, it will have had to have been something like that he's excited about. So it's going to be a lot of.
But we gotta make, since we're calling him right now, it's a Sunday. We gotta clarify, like, "Hey, sorry we're calling you on Sunday, but this is urgent." Yeah.
Yeah.
You think
Okay.
he'll call you right away?
Me? Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be the test if he really
I'm
falls
gonna
for
time
it.
it after. I'm gonna put it on my stopwatch.
So we're gonna call him from Mitchell's phone because Mitchell happens to live in the area, same area as him. Do you think I could change my voice enough?
I don't know. I think you're the. I'm not witty enough to like
Yeah.
keep the conversation going and like
I
come up
wouldn't
with.
know what to say.
I'm just.
What would be the voice? Right now, off the top of your head, go.
Hey, how's it going? We're
Hey,
starting to.
hey,
what's
hey,
going on?
Cheech. Been seeing you on social media.
I hear Dale.
Yeah, I hear Dale. Too.
Okay, let me try it again. Hey, Cheech. No. Cheech. Hey, Cheech. No.
That's.
What about you, Mitch?
I don't know if I can keep it going as far because I don't know much about hiring rodeo announcers.
But
I'm
it's your
not-
first one. That's why you don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the CR. It's the
Can you do like a girl voice?
CRA. Hey, Cheech.
There you go.
Hey, Cheech. That sounds like a girl.
No.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
Hey,
Sounds like a girl.
hey, Cheech.
Sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Hey, Cheech.
There you go.
No, you can't be. He's gonna know your
Hey,
piece of
this-
crap
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Australian voice.
That wasn't Australian.
That was Australian.
A little bit.
Hey, what about this right here? Hey, Cheech, man.
It
Hey.
sounds like George Bush.
Hey,
George
hey,
W.
Cheech. Hey, Cheech, man. Hey,
Or,
bud. All right, I'm gonna go with this right here. Hey, Cheech.
What's your name?
My name is Daryl
Daryl what?
Clemens.
Clementine.
No.
How did we both come up with the same last name
I
at the
said
same time?
Clemens.
Daryl Clemens sounds
No, it needs to
legit.
be something more like a thing, like a Cheech. Hey, Cheech. Here we go. This is the voice right here we're gonna use. Kind of sounds like. Okay.
That's
Bill
George.
Clinton.
Or that's.
One of the two.
I did not have.
I'm not an ex-president, Cheech.
Hey, Cheech. What's my last name?
Clinton.
Daryl Clinton. No, it's not Clinton. Hey, Craig Johnson.
Craig
Yeah,
Johnson.
I like it. All right, we're gonna go.
CJ.
Hey, Craig.
All right, Cheech is Craig Johnson. Hey, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, talk soft like that. That's good.
I know it's good. It feels good. Tastes good. It's Craig.
If he doesn't answer, be like, call me back ASAP. It's about a rodeo.
Yeah,
Call
but
right back.
don't let it go to my voicemail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You don't have an automatic voicemail?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
Leave a message.
I'm gonna leave a message. Don't you worry about that.
2.
Hey, Cheech, this is Craig Johnson over here. I'm kind of in West Texas. I heard you used to live over in that San Angelo area. Anyway, we're starting up a new association. It's the Cowboys Rodeo Association, and yeah, it's kind of an amateur deal over here. We're gonna kick off some rodeos. I've got some dates lined up, and I'd really like to get you to come in and announce because you've also got the social media. So but I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna give you two checks because to announce and to market. So it'll be two different deals, and I'm just gonna. I've been following you guys for a little while. Anyways, give me a shout back. This is Craig and Craig Johnson. Give me a call and we'll talk business, man. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good Sunday afternoon. Talk to you soon. All right.
Now we
see how it
wait?
goes.
Dang, that was good.
That was good.
Now do we
That was
wait?
good.
It felt good. Yeah, we
Felt
wait.
good.
He's gonna call. I mean, it's Sunday afternoon. He ain't
Sammy.
doing nothing. So I don't know who's gonna call first. I don't know if it's gonna be you or me. We can't touch your phone because we don't want it to
Yeah.
not have service.
No, it's we got one bar.
If he doesn't call back, who do we call?
So who all did we prank phone call?
Man, so many people. That's like when Dale was really rolling.
That's when
That-
we got. That's what we did.
That's
man.
what
That's
that's
all
what
we
Dale
did.
You need to bring that back.
Dude, we just did.
Yeah, I know, but like for real, for real.
Should we text him? I'm gonna text him.
Yeah, say, can you call me back? Oh, you
This is
don't have to
Craig
do the
Johnson.
voice
I
if
just
you're
left you a
texting.
voicemail. Can you please give me a call back as soon as possible?
Yeah, so you need an answer by
I'm kind of in a
you
bind.
need an answer by 3:32. It's 3:30.
Can you call me back within a minute and a half, please? That'd be great.
6-1.
CRAP got me lined out on a schedule up here, and I only got 2 minutes, so make it snappy, Cheech. No, the best thing ever is when Dale, way back, OG, Dale, you know Justin Brashear. He roped calves at Tarleton. Grew up with my brother and me, same hometown.
Yeah.
And I just gave Dale his number one day, and Dale called him. It was back when he was rodeoing hard, and I mean really gunning. And Dale called him, offering him trailer wrap, trailer, truck, fuel card from his radiator shop as a sponsorship. And this Justin was like, oh, and at first he's like, who is this? And once he started talking money and what he's gonna give, and I've seen, I named some of the rodeos he had roped at and won. He won Tech, he won, yeah, I saw you at the college finals, and I was like, yeah, he's this in the round. Dale's like, yeah, I saw you do this in the short round, and I was there. He goes, I like what I saw, and he's like, his tone changed from who is this to, oh yes sir.
Oh, dang.
Oh yes, yes sir, yes sir, and he's like, oh yes sir, we can make that, yes sir. He's like, well, I want to come watch you rope, and what
it's
else?
not gonna show him that, is it? Because you gotta.
No, yeah, we'll just hit X. There you go.
Okay.
But remember that with Justin,
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
and he was amped.
So dude, he was like gonna meet, and he was like, I mean, if you're a rodeo cowboy and somebody calls and offers you a sponsorship,
and a just a fuel card.
yeah. So maybe that's what we should add to this phone call with Cheech.
That's messed up.
Wrap truck.
I had some people call me when I was, and fooled me like they were gonna sponsor me, and it got me good.
Yeah.
Were they joking?
Yeah, they're totally joking, and I thought they were serious.
Who
and
was it?
I don't know. I never found out who it was. It was just this girl, and then I found out that she was full of crap, and then I called her back and was cussing her out, and then must have been her brother or boyfriend try to settle me down, but I never found out who they were. They were telling me that they're giving me like $20,000 for the year, and like I was broke. I was like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll take anything I can get right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we so when he got off the phone, he had his girlfriend call
To like
the number
to
back.
like verify it.
yeah,
and we saw the area
my
code.
God.
Yeah, so she called back to verify it, and I was like, and I answered the phone. I was like, yeah, it's Dale's radiator shop. So like she was like, wrong number, and I was like, oh yeah, sure it is, honey. Yeah, that was freaking funny. Golly, who else did we call? Remember that I called Big D.
Oh yeah, call my dad.
Tried to buy some baby deers. I
Yeah,
just wanted some baby deers.
and he wanted
I need to.
he wanted to get the mommy deers and the daddy deers so he could have them run around and make the baby deers.
Yeah, and I just want some baby deers for my new ranch. He didn't want to sell many baby deers. He kind of picked up on it.
Yeah, he
Can't
was
get
like,
nothing by Big D.
no, he's a pretty serious guy.
Yeah. What about the hunting industry? You feel like the hunting industry with the
Man, don't even get me started on the hunting
Social
industry and
media?
Social media.
What
It's- I mean, it's a good thing. It promotes growth, gets people in it that have never been in it. But the same aspect of it, there's some stuff I cannot
just-
stand.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
so
bet-
like
Like guys
peeves.
in their second or third year of hunting or something. And
People
they're
that
just-
never done it in their whole lives, and all of a sudden they create a
They're pro.
page and they know how to market, and they know, yeah, that's good for you. You know how to market in your business, and you can do that. But if you don't know a thing about hunting,
yeah.
why should you get the voice to promote it and talk about it and do what? Because there's so many of those people, they post stuff, and it's 100% what you should not be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, one of a really cool page, and two of my buddies run it, is TSD, and they post like some quality grade A meme content for the hunting world,
Yeah.
and it's funny, and they take big shots at big people, but they also back their stuff with facts and what it's
Right.
really like, and those guys really. Their page is growing. That page needs 100,000 followers, opposed to it's like they got like 7,000 right now.
Yeah.
But like I'm down with them. Those guys, they're really cool dudes.
So I feel like, that could be anybody, any industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But some reason, because I hunt.
Right.
That's all I see on, because that's what most of the stuff I follow. Guys that hunt, guys that do this, and it's just like I said, some
It's like
people.
that, yeah.
It's a devil's advocate with the social media.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good thing. And then at some same time, it gives everybody a voice when everybody shouldn't have a voice in,
right.
how to do this, how to score deer, how to age a deer. There's a group of them that started a page on send us a picture and we'll score your deer or age your deer off of photographs. And I'm like, So you send these pictures in. These people tell you if this deer's old enough to shoot, and these people just created social media pages, and they became Insta famous, and so they think you know what's right for wildlife management. I mean, we've been operating a ranch for over 35 years, managing whitetail deer.
Right.
And you'd think you'd have somebody like that as an expert, not somebody with a bikini pic with a deer or something.
Yeah.
I noticed that big time, like when Duck Dynasty was really blowing up. The duck hunting world, waterfowl hunting world blew up after that.
Oh, yeah. Everybody grew a beard.
Everybody grew a beard. My family, that's what they did back home in southeast Missouri. And you start seeing guys coming into at public ground to the draw, and they're all wearing the necklaces with the duck call. They got their faces painted. Guys wearing their waders into the draw and stuff. I thought that was hilarious.
Ridiculous.
Everybody.
It's just your Ricky Rodeos of the hunting world.
The great white hunter.
Right.
They're everywhere.
It's not a lot of people doing that in the rodeo industry.
Well,
Doing what?
Like trying to teach people. I mean, there's Ricky Rodeos.
No, because at the rodeo, as hunting, you're not going to it's not a professional sport. You're not
and it's probably a little harder to see if you're good at it.
You're not competing at a professional level where you're judged and scored and there's money involved and, earnings.
Yeah.
Like the NFL, like a football, you're going to play, you're going to be at the top level, you're going to be in NFL.
And it's easy to tell.
Yeah, so somebody made it to the NFL, okay, if they teach, they probably know what they're doing.
Right.
Hunting, what's that guy? Oh, you got a YouTube show, so that makes you an expert?
Yeah, and so I bet hunting is a lot like business. It's hard to tell if someone, if
Who's
you're a
legit?
hunter or an entrepreneur, it's hard to tell if somebody's really that good. But, in the rodeo world, everybody knows I'm the greatest boar rider of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I can talk about it and everybody respects it.
Right.
Everybody. JB listens. Those guys take notes when I listen.
Yeah.
They respect me.
Absolutely.
Because I keep
You're the
it 90.
best. Yeah.
I keep it 90. But in the hunting world, they may have shot.
Shot.
It's
Shooting.
Shorten.
shots.
We're in Texas. It's shot and shotted.
Okay.
Shotted.
Shotted.
Whatever you want it to be.
Shot.
They may have shotted a really big
Sharded.
deer.
I think I can help with this whole shotted.
Excuse me, are you saying shotted or are you saying shot?
Shotted. They may have shotted a really big deer,
Shot
and now all of a sudden,
really big deer.
Anyway, just like in business, it's pretty easy to put CEO in your bio. Another thing Gary Vee talks about. It's pretty easy to put entrepreneur in your bio, just like the hunters.
Yeah.
Anyways, I can see where your frustration comes.
Yeah.
Or the world's greatest bull rider.
Dude, I get so mad when other people put that in their bio.
It's silly.
They need to respect.
Yeah.
You get mad too?
I do, because
Yeah.
I know it's not true.
Yeah.
There's
they
got to
need
be a copyright or trademark infringement there, huh?
Why don't you have a blue check mark on your name?
I don't want one. That's why.
Because he's only got the green money signs. That's why.
Yeah. I'm not worried about blue check marks, more about green money signs, Randy.
Okay.
He's too busy worrying about on to the next one.
Right now, I'm too busy wondering, if Cheech calls me back, am I going to be able to throw my voice back to the same way?
Hey.
This is Craig. Craig
Johnson.
Hey, it's Craig Johnson. Hey, yes, sir. All right,
Try calling him back.
Here we go.
Oh, we got somebody calling.
Hey, man, this is Craig. How are you?
Man, I'm doing good, Craig. How are you, sir?
I'm just I'm out here. I'm trying to put on some rodeos.
Okay.
Okay.
Where at, Craig?
The first one's gonna be at Lubbock, Texas.
Okay.
It's gonna be a series, and we're gonna start in the summer. We did some mock events, where it's we did a couple and we had some buckouts and some people showed up, but we want to blow it up, and we feel like your social media might be able to help us. But anyway, we're gonna kick it off. I think in June. You got any? We haven't set official dates, so we're kind of flexible.
Okay.
Because we got all our own stock. What's your June look like?
My June is right now. I don't really have my book with me, Craig. Randy gave you my number. Is that right, Craig?
No, I got it from one of the interns. Oh,
Okay.
Randy. I've been messaging Randy.
Okay. Okay. Kateri?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were out in New Mexico, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm from
Okay.
there.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm from New Mexico, but
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he told me you were gonna call. That's what I was trying to make sure. Yeah. Right now, I'm looking at May. I got one rodeo in May. Okay, so my June right now is pretty open. Except for I know I got a bullfight in July. So
okay. So what if we kick off that first event? It'll be first weekend of June. Um, what kind of deal you can you make us? What kind of deal can you make us on social media?
so I'll just throw it all together, Craig. I mean that's just what you'll. I mean I'll do it because I'm going to post about it anyway. I'm going to give it to you guys. Pretty much when people ask about that, what I do for them is like, what are you kind of looking for, Craig?
I mean, I'm gonna kind of. I'm looking for butts in the seat. You know what I mean? Like
Yes, sir.
that's my end goal. I don't really know the best way to get them there. I just, I got a few bulls that can buck, and I just want to put on rodeo. I just love rodeo.
Yeah. No. As far as the social media aspect goes, are you looking for like you're wanting some videos and you want me to post them on my stuff and then on y'all's page too?
Yeah, I thought maybe you could do something funny with Dale or something.
Okay. Yeah, we just have to probably ask Dale. Not a big issue. I'll talk to him and ask him what he wants to do, or even if he would like to do it. Which
Yeah.
I think he would.
Yeah.
So,
So what you thinking for like a one night deal? Like just a one night stand with Craig out here.
one night stand with Craig at Lubbock. How many Let me ask you this, Craig. So, how many rodeos are you wanting to put on?
So I'm thinking, well, we're thinking this could be the start of an association, really, to be honest. And I mean, we're gonna start small. Like it'll be like technically it'd be an amateur type deal, the Cowboys Rodeo Association, and anyways, like of the Panhandle. But anyways, like we'll start, and it'll be. I want to do 8. I don't know. I want to blow it up, and maybe we merge with the PRCA. Maybe we don't. Maybe we do our own thing. Maybe it turns into. But then you're just the face of this association, and that's like we just lay it on the back of Cheech. I don't know how much you can squat, but man, this thing could get heavy, and we want you to carry it.
Yes, sir. So why don't we do this and I want to do all 8 of those rodeos.
Okay.
I want to do 8 of them. And I just do a perf, whichever ones we can do, whatever you can do in your budget, and just work with you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's just gonna be too much money, man. We're just starting off, and like I don't know. I mean, I don't make that out here.
Okay.
I mean, like I just.
Yeah. What will fit in your budget?
I'm thinking more like $250 Cheech, like just $250. Like, I mean, I'm out here trying to improve the sport of rodeo, and
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I can give you.
It cost me $250 to drive over there from
Dude,
where I'm at.
You hadn't heard the rest of it. I'm still going. So
yeah,
what I'm gonna do is I got $250. I can get you free beer for the night. I can get you a plate of nachos. I don't know, like I'll cover your dinner.
No, I understand. I don't drink, Craig. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I apologize, brother.
I'm just, I mean, like,
yeah.
that's just a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, sir.
And
yeah,
I don't know.
I had talked to Randy and I asked him, but are you wanting to go into New Mexico with any of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yes, sir. I can't, Craig. I can't honestly, dude. I can't go out there for $250.
We're gonna do the finals in Gallup.
Okay.
So the finals I could maybe do
give you an extra 1,000 because it's gonna be the finals, and by then it's number 8.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, it's gonna be in Gallup, so I mean, you'd have to get your butt out there.
Oh yeah, no, I can get out. That's not a problem. When are you gonna do your finals?
Well, I think if we do 8 of them, like it'd be like it's September out there, be nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Because the fair at Window Rock is going on in September.
Are you trying to say you can't make it already? You don't even know the dates?
No, I'm saying that's good.
Yeah. Yeah,
no,
I'm
not saying that.
I know it's good. I know it's good. I know Window Rock's going on. I know those guys over there.
Yeah.
What if? Okay.
I'm not trying to shoot you
Look,
down.
I know. Okay. So I understand. Like, I'm willing to work with you, man. I'm trying to work with you. So what if we made you a shareholder in the CRA of the Panhandle? Like, and then like we really work together. Like, you get some sweat equity in this. You're a big old boy. You like to sweat. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
we get you on 8 of these, and that be kind of like your down payment to get in on the ground floor of something that's going to take off.
Man, I'd love to tell you yes, and I just can't do that right now where I'm at in my position, Craig. I can't.
Well, what's your position?
That pay me. I have to get paid to go announce these rodeos, man. I gotta either buy a house, make a rent payment. I gotta pay bills.
Well,
And
you're not gonna be able to.
guys that are going
I
for
mean,
cheap.
I don't know what rodeos you're going to, but what rodeo are you going to be able to go to that you can put a down payment on the house?
It's not one rodeo, Craig. What I'm trying to tell you is that I can't go for cheap like these other guys are going because that's why those guys have a job.
Yeah,
and
but
the reason is no. Hold on, I'll let you talk. So hold on a second. I'm not trying to get sideways, but I'm telling you, those guys are working for cheap, and they're cutting people like me my throat. Like when I'm getting $100 more, and then they're turning around and trying to get a perf to go back and do their deal. I'm like, guys, you can't even afford. If you're trying to tell me that's what I told them the other day last week, and they pissed me off because everybody wants somebody to go to work for cheap, and they want something, and they want somebody to go put something in when I've got 5 or 6 other irons in the fire. But they don't understand that I have to make money to do this for a living. I don't have another job. This is my living. Is announcing rodeo. Those guys that are going for cheap, good. They won't be here for another 2 or 3 years. And guess what? I will be because I've been doing this for 10 years, and I put in my days of sweat.
look, I'm trying to tell you, I want to give you part of this. Like, I can't do this on my own. I'm saying we work our butts off for 2-3 years. We bottle this thing up and we sell it for millions. We get us a cool logo. You do the social media and the announcing. I'll bring the stock. We get Dale Brisby in here, do a few videos with you.
If you get Dale on board, I'll tell you what. If you get Dale on board, I will come and ask you for what you want me to come work for you.
Okay.
But I can't work for cheap. I can't work for $250, Craig.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be ugly. I have to pay bills. I don't have another job. I don't go to work as a welder. I don't do anything else besides announce rodeo. That's what I do.
I mean, what are you doing right now? Why don't you get a job?
Because I announce rodeo.
Okay. Well, let's talk to Dale. Let's talk to Dale and see what he's thinking. And
I mean, I don't know what you're trying to say. Like, why don't I get a job? Because everybody else is working for cheap.
Yeah.
And those guys that are paying them to go for cheap, and they won't be around for a long time.
So they're not charging out the rear end, and they're having to get another job. I get it.
I'm not charging. I'm charging a fair price because you know what I normally charge?
No way it's more than that. You normally charge more than that?
You guys, let me tell you something. You and Randy, right now, somebody are jacking with me, and I'm not going to let it happen. So
Look,
call me back.
if you don't want to,
You're serious.
if you
Call
don't
me
want,
back whenever you're serious.
if you don't want to announce my rodeos, you ain't got to. I'm gonna have
No, you're
Rand.
good.
I'm gonna have Randy out here. He's too expensive too.
Yeah, but he gets paid though. And the other thing is, y'all aren't gonna get me worked up. So call me when y'all are more serious about doing it. I gotta go rope.
Hey, I think we already did get you worked up.
Just a tick got me started, but I haven't finished.
Well, you
So,
call down.
whenever
Get
you guys are. I'm cool. You guys get serious. Y'all just holler back at
you
me.
get Dale. You get Dale on board, and then let's do this
No,
deal.
you get Dale on board, and then we'll do it.
You get Dale on board, and I'm gonna give you part of the CRAP.
The what?
The CRA.
No.
P.
I'm good, man. CRA-P. Should make a gang sign out of that. That's what it sounds like.
Son, don't make fun of me.
I ain't making fun of you.
You want to charge
You
me?
guys are sick.
Charge me out the butt.
I
Then
ain't
make fun of
charging
me.
You don't even know what I normally go for.
I hope it ain't more than that.
Whoever's laughing back there is giving you away.
I hope it ain't more than that.
It's a bit more.
My old lady's watching TV, eating nachos.
Make her something.
Well,
Sunday.
I guess I'm going to. I ain't gonna hire your expensive ass too.
That's all right. It's okay.
How much you think, George?
He'll probably go for cheap. He'd be the one. He knows that, and he'll even throw in some social media.
Yeah, he can climb up on
Yeah.
a horse too. Yeah.
Anyway, when you guys are serious, holler back at me. I really got to go run a steer.
Okay, well, when you got a serious price, call me back.
That's a pretty serious price. You come back with a serious price, $250.
Yep. When you're ready to make $1 million, call me. I gotta go. I'm gonna call a real announcer.
All right, cool.
So this is crazy. Last week, Craig Chavez called me from New Mexico, and he's putting on a bunch of rodeos. And he said, "Hey, I want Cheech to come announce these rodeos." I was like, "Okay, I'll tell Cheech." So when Cheech came out the other day, I said, "Yeah, what's your price?" And he says,
Whatever.
"Yeah." And so I was like, "Yo, well, I'm gonna have Craig call you." I gave Craig your number, but Craig hadn't called him yet. Well, this Craig called him. We just so happened to get the right.
I had no idea what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So now he's gonna be mad at me. Like,
oh, that was too.
He's gonna call.
That was too perfect.
he's probably gonna call me or text me.
I think he was actually about to rope something. I bet Kelsey walked up.
It says that same number called me.
Yeah. Oh, it called you?
No, you called her, didn't you?
Yeah, off of that phone.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
called-
No, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I thought he knew it was you for a second because he's like, you and Randy. And
Yeah, I was like, oh.
No, like I told him about Craig. That
The other Craig.
yeah, Craig Chavez was gonna call him about some rodeos.
It's funny. He talked me into being that Craig. Like he was
You-
like, I was like, no, the interns. He's like, yeah, but you know Randy. I was like,
As
yeah.
heated
and
as
he was
he
like,
is, do you think you could call him right now and be like, hey, did this Craig guy call you? And he let him vent and then be like, man, he seems kind of odd, but he's throwing some numbers at me on what he's going to pay me, and I'm in. I'm going.
I think he's on to us now.
Mhm.
I don't think he'd get it. I shouldn't have called Kelsey. I bet Kelsey walked up and tipped him off.
Yeah.
Or he just realized, I don't know.
Well, he heard us laughing.
Yeah, I must have heard y'all laughing. Golly.
That's crazy how that worked out, though. Like, here's Cheech.
You're the one that lied.
Watch. Hello. Hey.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, just hanging out with Victoria. What are you doing?
Nothing. You're so Please tell me that this is a joke. Please tell me that. Please tell me that you guys are pulling a prank on me right now.
What are you talking about? I'm in way in left field right now with whatever you're saying.
Do what?
I said I'm in left field right now with whatever you're saying.
You're a liar, Randy.
Kelsey.
Can you clarify? Because I have no idea what you're talking about. I've been putting a puzzle together with Victoria.
A puzzle together with Victoria.
Yeah, you want me to send you a picture?
No, I don't want you to send me a picture.
What are you talking about?
So Craig, I called Craig back. He sent me a text message about some rodeos, and he started in on this deal. Like, I kind of didn't want to laugh, but he said that there's somebody in there laughing, but he wanted me to drive to Lubbock, Texas to go announce these rodeos for $250.
Okay, number one, Craig don't even have any rodeos in Lubbock. It's all in New Mexico, and it's NMRAs.
NMRAs?
I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
You do know.
I don't, dude. I'm telling you, I don't know. You're kind of pissing me off right now.
I'm not pissing you off. I came really close to cussing him out. So,
Well, I don't know this Craig. I don't know a Craig that's putting on rodeos in Lubbock because I don't know what's so funny. Craig Chavez in New Mexico called you. You want his number? I'll give you Craig Chavez's number right now if he called you.
No, hey, listen, I can. Oh my gosh, what are you mad at me for?
Because you're just coming at me on a Sunday, dude. I'm just sitting chilling, and you're just fired up talking smack.
I'm not.
You're accusing me. I'm trying to hook you up with some rodeos, and you just call me saying that.
No, I'm not. I don't want you to be mad. I'm not. I don't want you to be mad at me, but I'm just telling you what just happened.
What's the number that called you?
Oh my gosh. Are you gonna be mad at me for the rest of your life now?
Yeah, probably. You need to call someone else, and not me.
Dude, you guys are so messing with me. Please tell me y'all are joking with me right now. Break it off.
I don't know. I would call that number back. All right. Well, I gotta go real quick.
I'll let you go.
All right. Love you, dude.
Bye.
He's about to call me.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I'm trying to wonder what I'm doing. I'm sitting on the Can-Am about to catch this bull.
When Cheech watches this,
What do we have to say to Cheech?
I didn't know this was how it's gonna play out.
I don't think he's gonna call you.
I don't think he's gonna watch this.
That's what he gets for not.
Subscribing
Yeah.
to Dale's podcast.
Yeah. What's the podcast called again?
Rodeo Time with Dale Brisby.
Oh, that's original.
What? Branding, bro. I'm trying to brand Rodeo Time. Thank you, everybody, for watching, listening. This podcast episode of Rodeo Time with Dale Brisby. We've had on the line with us Mr.
Mitchell Montgomery.
You
That's
can at him
at MTMONT.
MONT.
We need to get him up to 10,000.
Yep, we got to
I'm just
get.
trying to get monetized. That's all I'm trying to do.
It doesn't work like that on Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
No.
That's what you need, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you
You
started
guys
me
could
on.
kill it with YouTube out on the ranch.
Why don't you do that?
Seriously.
You
I
be
don't have
the-
a Randy.
You be the guy.
I'm not savvy on. It's way more advanced these days.
I'll come. Hey, how much you pay?
How much?
Well, I'll tell you what. If I make it big in 6 to 7 years, you can come get all the T-shirts and hats you want out of my warehouse.
Yeah. 67 years. We've also had Randy Kateri and Mr. Donnie Daytona.
Katiri.
I don't ever try to say his last name.
E. Let's all say it together.
Kateri.
Cortieri.
Kateri.
You just hit him with a Randy Q like most.
Yeah. Just call me Q.
Randy Kateri.
ACL tear.
We've also have had Cheech, Josiah Cheecho Nation's a podcast.